Let's talk about vectors and how we add and subtract them. Here I have two vectors. I'll call this one A and this one B right here. And I want to add those two vectors. One way of looking at this problem is to think of it as an example in taking a trip where first you start off by going east by a certain amount, and then you follow that by going north a certain amount. We can refer to that as being A plus B, where these are our two vectors, A and B. Now, if I think of it as being like an orienteering example, then I know that B does not start at the origin. B starts where A left off. So I'm going to take this vector. Let's see if I'm allowed to do this. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put its tail right where the tip of A is. Hard to do this with one hand holding the camera and hard to get a good video. So here's my new picture. I have A pointing that way, and now B is this guy over here. And since I started off at this location and I ended up at that location, I would say that the hypotenuse of this thing, whoops, in this case it's a hypotenuse. For other examples it might not be. This A plus B is going to go from the tail of A to the tip of B. Now, I can look at that as being this example right here. Here's A, here's B. I transport B to this location right here, and I go from the tail of A to the tip of B, and that's my A plus B. Now, the reason I can do this is that these two B's are the same vector. The vector is defined by its magnitude and its direction, not necessarily where it begins.